Hey, how's it going? I'm not gonna go by Z-Man the Tech Day. I'm gonna go by my actual name, Zuriel Davenport, for those that didn't know. Um, and today, I actually want to go ahead and use my platform for the awareness of Black Lives Matter, um, and the whole movement. And me being an African American citizen and person here in the United States, um, it's it's hard to put into words. It's very hard to articulate. Um, in a different way than you might not have already heard it before. And, you know, as many times as you've probably heard the many testimonies that, people like myself, my family, my loved ones, my people uh, in general go through on a daily basis, is it's really hard to even fathom how that would be a normalcy. We'll put it like that. In any place that you would live, why would that be okay? And we're talking everything from being followed by security guards and or police officers when you're in the store just for looking the way that I do, or being innocently detained by law enforcement simply because of the fact that you fit the description of said black person that may or may not have committed a particular crime, if it even is in existence. Um, it's a really horrendous thing to even think about, or imagine yourself in that position. And there's I have a whole list of testimonies of just throughout my life of things that I've experienced, and I'm not going to load this video with all of them or anything like that. Um, but trust and believe. These eyes, this me as a whole. I've seen quite quite a few things, and it's this is this is this is that pivotal moment where we're actually being heard. And I'm just trying to I'm trying to be as calm and composure as I can, um, because it seemed like it was a long time coming, and it's finally here. And you know, uh, this is one of those things where if you, I don't have a very huge following, and if you have any kind of platform at all, it should be used for this sort of a thing. And the fact that it is now getting attention, we are now being heard, it means all the world, and whether I lose followers from this or not, it is what it is. Those who have come to my channel, especially through the invitational video, should have known what to expect. I am a black man. Um, and this in my channel, it consists of gaming. But I try to lay everything out in the forefront. And if for some reason someone somehow didn't know that and is in some way like, oh my gosh, like I don't want anything to do with this, or this is completely not what I subscribe to you for, then by all means, you can kindly click the unsubscribe button and, have a good day. Because at this moment in time, I'm a gamer. I love to play games, but I don't play with the racial injustice. And it just is what it is, man. One of my hugest pet peeves, not even just with just in general is disrespect. You know, that's the only thing that really riles me up. I have a pretty thick skin and high tolerance for many things, but disrespect is not one of them. Um, I've been fortunate enough to not have too many issues on the channel with racial remarks or anything like that. Um, there was an instance on a Smash Bros. Live stream where uh, I had video cam footage too, by the way, which is not that it would be okay if I wasn't black, but there was a particular individual that decided it was okay to tell a black joke, you know, and I just wasn't having it, and it caught me off guard, and I was so distraught by it that I handled it the best way I could, and I didn't want to end the stream to ruin it for everybody else. You know, the few folks that were spending some time with me, and but I did address it on stream, and I was like, "Hey, we're trying to keep it non-discriminatory. I don't appreciate that, you know." And you know, shortly after that person dissipated, I should have just I wasn't aware. I'm new to this thing, and I wasn't aware of removing folks from chat and everything like that. So uh, now that I know how to do that stuff, or how, you know, not much of a deal it was to do it, I'll make sure I keep an eye out. But unfortunately, you know, that was a thing, and you know, some instances as of late, you know, there's just some folks that for some reason are oblivious to how hurtful uh, you know, racial slurs or racial jokes can be. And it's up to us, you know, whether you're a person of color or not, you know, to speak up about it. And, you know, if you see something, say something. That's always been the thing. And it's still, you know, that stage still goes. Um, but I'm not gonna keep this long. I just, I just want to say that, you know, now's our time. Now's the time to make this known and bring awareness to it and help in any way possible by speaking up. Staying silent does not fix the problem. It actually is a form of continuing the problem. And we're at that point now to where things need to be said, and you know, and it is that pivotal moment, as I said before. So that being said, I gathered as many links as I can or could to, you know, to help direct you to support to the cause in any which way that you can, even if it's not always about money. Um, and there definitely are ways to help with the movement, and I've linked as many links that I could find, and they'll be in the description there. So um, yeah, it's time to be a part of the solution, not the problem. And like I said, staying silent, you know, just putting a blinder on your face, and just, you know, oh, I didn't really see or hear that. You're you're not helping at all. Um, and it's also important to educate ourselves, whether you're a person of color or any other nationality or race, um, to, you know, find as much information as you can about, you know, your laws, you know, the laws and your rights. Because there's been a lot of situations where some folks, like I said earlier, been wrongfully, you know, taken in by law enforcement, and for crimes they didn't commit, you know, had nothing to do with, and in some cases have remained incarcerated for countless amounts of years, serving a sentence that they did not deserve. Um, so yeah, it's definitely important to do as much research as you can in regards to, you know, learning your rights and everything of that sort. So, like I said, I'm not keeping this long. Uh, I do appreciate, you know, the support, the continued support, especially in these times. You know, not only are we dealing with an ongoing pandemic, but we're still being killed out in the streets by the folks that we look to for protection. So, this has gone on long enough. You know, if you feel compelled to do so, please, I urge you to take a look at the links down below, support in any way that you can, spread the word, and just be as safe as you can. Um, I leave it at that. Thanks again, and take care.